another one-on-one. Today we got a heavy subject. It's called spirituality. And if you think that doesn't apply to you, I'm going to try to change your mind because we're all spiritual beings. I mean, that's just a fact. You may not be religious, but you are spiritual, and there are spiritual sides of yourself that you need to be paying attention to. And so my question to you is, how do you exercise your spirituality? How do you take care of yourself spiritually so that you are the best person you can be and that you have things to offer your family and the rest of the world when they need it, and that you can become a friend to someone, you can become a trusted advisor to someone, a mentor. You can be a good employee, a good manager, a good brother or sister, a brother or father, whatever is required of you. Where does that come from? See, I think it comes from deep spirituality, and the only way you get to spirituality, you may have heard me say this before, is to get outside yourself. That sounds so trite, doesn't it? To get outside yourself. What does that mean, Jerry? Well, that means that you have to think about things that are larger than you. You can't spend your time accumulating gadgets or toys or just being self-absorbed or buying things for yourself or focusing on yourself and putting all the attention on you rather than others. You just can't do that and have any sense of deep spirituality. This goes back as early as Socrates when, the big thing about spirituality, and even Jesus said this, is how much self-awareness do you really have? How well do you know yourself? How much in touch are you with the inner being that is you, that people expect when they have interactions with you? It's the thing that your partner likes about you. It's the thing that they married you for. It's the thing that people who are around you commend you for. It's the thing they'll talk about at your funeral and say, this guy either had it or he didn't. It's something that matters to other people. It's a way of making your life count for something, you know? You didn't just show up here and eat food and process that food and then die. I mean, there's more to it than that. And what's more to it is, what have you done to leave a legacy for yourself that somebody else can say, that person was a real substance and had some real value to themselves and to others. And they were always focused on helping others and doing things that were of value to other people. You know, it's easy to say, but how do you go about that? Everybody has their own style, and I can't answer that for you. I mean, maybe you go sit in the woods and just commune with nature, and the idea will come to you to go do something for the environment. I don't know. Or maybe you can stumble onto somebody who can't pay their full grocery bill at the store and you offer to help. The questions are endless. The opportunities are endless. Are you aware of them? Are you paying attention to them? Are you seeing them? Are they happening right in front of your face and giving you a chance to react to them? And are you engaged in that in a way that says, I am part of this world and I'm going to make a mark. I'm going to make it better as a result of my having been there. If it's not better as a result of your having been there, there's something bad wrong. So if we define spirituality as getting outside yourself, of being in touch with humanity and being responsible and helpful and of some substance to other people, then the next question is, how can you go about that? And there are books and movies and all sorts of media about this. You can find your own way to go about this, but I got a couple of suggestions. One is that you sit down and talk to somebody. Maybe you talk to your best friend. I don't know. Maybe you talk to your minister. Maybe you make an appointment with a counselor and say, hey, my life is not very meaningful right now, but I want to make it more meaningful. I want to figure out what I need to do in order to do that. It's not rocket science, but it does require that you look deeper inside yourself and see how you're serving humanity and where you might step that up a couple of notches and make a difference in somebody else's life. I'm not talking about charity here. I'm not just talking about handing out money to people or handing out favors or helping somebody with some small task. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a deep and abiding way of looking at the world and seeing opportunities to help others because the world needs it. The world needs you. They need your gifts. They need your capabilities, the things that you bring to the table that nobody else has. Your experience, your style, your way of dealing with people. And if that needs updating or working on, you can do that, of course. But the point is you have some unique gifts to offer the world. And while we're talking about this, I want to say one more thing. If you talk to people who counsel alcoholics, one of the first things they will tell you is that alcoholism is a lack of spirituality. It's an absence of spirituality. It's the spirit calling out for something that it can't have fulfilled any other way. And that may sound strange to you, but believe me, it is true. Your spiritual side is not going to be denied. It will come forward. When you're 40, 45 years old and you don't know what the world is all about, or you can't find meaning in the world, there's something wrong with that picture. And it's your spiritual side saying, hey man, pay attention. Look at what's happening. There's stuff going on and you're not part of it. And there's a meaning in the world that you're not grasping. And it's more than just showing up at work every day and being a good soldier and doing what you're supposed to do. It's a bigger task than that. But it's rewarding. It is what life is about. It's the things that will make your life meaningful and will give you something to be proud of and a sense that you are helping out in some real way and that you made a difference in this world. How about that? That's a pretty tall order, but isn't that fun? Isn't that something that you'd like to look forward to and do? Isn't that something that just grabs at the very soul of you and says, I've got to get to be a part of this because I've known people who have done it and they've seemed happy, they seem fulfilled, they seem like they know what life is all about. I want to get there myself, and so I want to work on this. Well, I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to think deeply about this. Check out some books from the library, go watch some videos, do whatever you need to do to learn more about it. Particularly learn what it means to be spiritual and what your own nature is about, so that you can recognize those opportunities when they happen and that you can just pause, put the world on pause just for a moment and say, that was really special. That was a meaningful moment. That was something I want to make part of my life and something I want to happen every day. Think about those opportunities and how you might be part of it. Well, anyway, I hope that prompts some thinking in that little one-on-one exercise we just did. I would invite you to go to the website, meninbalance.org. Look around. There's some resources there dealing with spirituality in particular. And if you want to, sit down and have a conversation with your minister. Send me an email. Let me know how you see this and what you think you might need and how I can be of help to you in that regard. I'm Jerry Hancock. Thanks for watching.